Hello everyone and welcome to the first video of Crypto Otaku series. My name is Crypto Otaku. I want to welcome you guys to my YouTube channel. This is going to be the first video we're going to be doing, obviously. And I'm going to try to teach you guys as much as I can about blockchain, different things about blockchain, why I think blockchain is the future, and how it's going to disrupt different industries. Now, we're gonna be, I'm gonna make like different playlists and talk about, I'm gonna be doing some technical analysis for some coins, some tokens that I think are gonna be doing good this year for the remaining of this bull run. We're gonna be talking about DeFi, how it's gonna affect different industries. Same thing for NFTs, their use cases, why they're important, and why I think they're gonna revolutionize a lot of the things we do as humans on this planet Earth. But today, I think it's quite funny actually that I'm starting with this, but this is a meme token that I'm really excited about, guys, for various reasons. Hokkaidu Inu, a peer-to-peer automated rewards farming ARF. I don't know what that is, but let's dive in. Hokkaidu Inu is a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency with built-in automated rewards farming ARF technology. Just hold Hawk in your wallet and watch your balance grow. So I can already tell it's a deflationary token, right? So deflationary meaning that it's built in a way where the supply is going to be decreasing with time, just because of how the tokenomics are set up, And I'll get more into details in a minute. It gets really discussed here, but it's a peer-to-peer ecosystem. Fully decentralized, peer-to-peer digital currency owned by a whole community. Each user, in theory, is equivalent to an owner and contributor of the network. Rewards are distributed to holders automatically and in real time. With every transaction, 2% of the transaction value is distributed to holders. Sit back, relax, and watch your hog balance grow. This is actually pretty cool. I do watch my balance grow like every 10-15 seconds just because of how the tokenomics works. Like, there's so much volume, there's so many transactions going on that your balance grows indefinitely. This is something very important that I look for in investments as well, guys. It's audited, and that means that this company looks at their smart contract and makes sure that there's no fraudulent exploits that could be done, meaning that it's safe. And most of the time, if a project is audited, the chances of it being a scam or getting rug pulled is very low. It could still happen, don't get me wrong. And again, this is not financial advice for any means. But this is something that you want to have in a project you're about to invest. Now, why am I excited about this token mainly is because we're seeing a lot of meme tokens pop up. We saw Shiba pop up and just immediately do like 100x. And then more and more doggy coins started coming out, and it seems like they're all part of the same family. They're all built on Ethereum. And Hawk has something very interesting in its phase 4 of the moon map. Is they want to build a dog park, which is a single asset farming protocol, meaning that you're going to be able to leverage all the doggies, all the dog coins on Ethereum, and use them to farm. It's not really that optimal on the Ethereum blockchain due to the transaction fees. Like every time you harvest and every time you compound and every time you get out and in, it's going to be charging you massive amounts of money. But I do think that buying and holding Hawk is definitely a very smart move in the next coming weeks or even months. So now that we looked into it, and you guys can see the moon map, you can do a little bit more of your own research on it if you feel interested. Let's go to the chart and do some TA. I'm gonna delete everything just so that I show you guys exactly how I figure out my TA analysis. So first of all, I want to zoom in a little bit just so that I can catch the lowest point successfully and do a Fibo extension, right? It's very important that we stay accurate here. So Hawk kind of went to live here, and we can do a quick extension here. This thing just flew after the emissions started. So we're in the hourly. This was the exact extension ever since Hawk was born. Created. Whatever you want to call it. We can already see something very, very nice, right? The most important line in Fibonacci's obviously are the 0.618s, and we can see that we can see a lot of things. First of all, the first time we reached that point, we aggressively broke by it, and then we aggressively lost it as well. We went back to it again, and then we lost it again. We didn't really touch it again, but once we got there again, you know, like we consolidated on that 0.618 and then broke through it again. But the key thing that I'm looking at is just how well, like, you can tell that this flip from resistance to support real fast and is working at it, like it's working as is, pretty damn good. Once we broke it again, it tested, it broke out, did a little bit of consolidation, kind of like a bullish flag, and it's testing it again. It bounced off quite nicely again, so I definitely want to keep track of this line right here, guys. This is probably the most important line on this chart right now, just because of how long it's been out for. You know, obviously, Hawk was created, like what, 17th of April, not too long ago. I've been in it probably since like 21st of April. So I got in like around here, and I've enjoyed this little pump, but I think there's a lot more to come. So I'm obviously holding, and I've been farming. I've literally farmed millions of Hawks just by holding this amount of time. It's pretty cool. And it's actually looking ready to pop. I'm excited. So now that we got this line from our Fibonacci, let's get rid of it. And something else that we want to look at is probably this retracement, and then look at the extension Fibonacci's based on this retracement, right? So let's do it on this first one, to see how high it extended and kind of keep track of it. See, it almost extended. Wait, gotta make sure I've got it right. There we go. So it almost extended to the 0.168, and he got rejected by it, like almost getting there. So that's pretty good. It means that it's somewhat following its Fibonacci's. Well, that's all I care about based on this little retracement, because we're getting new information here that we want to analyze. There's a couple more things I want to do on this chart. The next step is to get the extension Fibonacci's based on this retracement. And I think this is where you guys can decide how do you want to do things, you know, based on your psychology. Like if it were up to me, I would probably use my line that I have from before to keep everything consistent. But I think it's quite important to catch the exact point where we retrace to. So we have this, and now we can look for Fibonacci extensions, you know. So let's mark them all. We can mark our first one. You mark the important ones, right? So you marked the 1.6. I had already marked the 3.618 because that's the target that I'm looking for. That's the first target that I'm aggressively looking for to take some profit. And then I don't really care about the rest, because like if we break through this 3.61, I think we're just gonna aggressively fly the way that Shiba and all the other dogs did it. Again, TA works for, you know, trying to predict the price action as good as you can, but with the centralized meme tokens, dude, anything is possible. Anything is possible. This thing could easily pull off a 50, 100x and just absolutely melt our faces. Next thing I want to do is get our trend lines and try to see how this is consolidating within that zone. That gives you a lot of information as well. Gotta be as how do you say this? Not technical, but as close as you can get. Like as perfect as you can get, you know, like perfection is always good in TA. So I think this is a good trend line, you know, it respected here, and then it's really the best trend line you can do, right? So like I guess you could do something like this. Like you could argue something like this. I do like this one better, actually. I want to use this one. Yeah, I think this one's really good because it you really want trend lines to touch as many of the high points as you can, and like here I'd be missing on like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and I would just be getting one, so I think that's good. And then for the bottom trend line, there's definitely a really good one here. Got this right here. Perfect. Now we can zoom out a little bit here so we get a better idea of what's going on. Whoa, where are lines go? That's so whack. Dude, our lines literally just disappeared. What just happened? That's funny. Let's do them again. No, we're not tripping, guys. That actually happened. Got our first one. Got our second trend line. Looking good. Now let's zoom out and hope that this doesn't take our lines. There we go. And we can immediately see, guys, this is looking so bullish, dude. These are 4-hour candles, guys. Oh my god, I just want you to look at this. Have you ever seen this price action before? Do you know what this is? If you know candlesticks price action, you know what this is. This is massive buying accumulation. We're staying in our zone. Trend line, massive coiling. This is just like, imagine it's like a metal coil that's like coiling in just to like be released and let go. And there's a couple things that can happen here, guys, in my honest opinion. This is either gonna blast and just melt our faces, leave all of this behind, or it's kind of like gonna break out and then retest this trend line, and maybe even this one actually. So like if we extend this a little bit, this is the area that we're gonna play with. It's probably just gonna do like a parabola. So it's probably gonna break through, retest our trend line, retest our previous trend line from this upper trend, and then go for this line and either break through it or consolidate below it, kind of like a lower, like a triangle, something like a touch, and then it's just gonna get closer and closer. Like it's gonna consolidate on these lines for sure, because these are like the mathematical probabilities that this chart like gives us. So this is where we're gonna see some of that action happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this first video, guys. Again, it's a meme token, but I really do think it's gonna do like a 10 or 20x in the next coming days. This is looking ready to pop. It's one of the earliest dog meme tokens in the Ethereum blockchain, and if you peek at some of the other meme tokens and how high they've gotten, how hard they pushed, I think investing in this is a really easy choice. Again, not financial advice, but if you like high risk, high reward, I think this is a really good play. I guess I'll show you guys how to buy it, just in case that you see this video and you want to throw some money in. Again, this is on the Ethereum blockchain, and you gotta use Uniswap, obviously. So I have it open right here. You're not gonna have Hawk in here because it's not really a native token on Uniswap. So you gotta get the contract right here. You copy and paste the contract into Uniswap, and then you add the token. You gotta connect your wallet. There's many different options. I use MetaMask. You connect your MetaMask, you put your ETH in, and then you swap it for your Hawk. You have your Hawk, and then you start farming Hawk in your wallet. If you guys want me to make videos like showing you how to do all this like different stuff, just let me know in the comments what you want me guys to teach you about, and then I can do that. The key thing though, guys, on why I think meme tokens are gonna absolutely explode in the next coming days and weeks, honestly, it's for various reasons, but the main reasons are: one, Ethereum is flying. We're in a bullish market. Ethereum is just unstoppable right now. It's at 35.40. Doge, it's about to hit $1, and like Ethereum and Doge are just they're gonna carry meme tokens on Ethereum. It's just how it's gonna be, and I don't think they're stopping anytime soon. So it's gonna be the fuel for these meme tokens that are just born, and they're not like these are actually better tokens than Doge. Doge gets millions and millions of coins printed every single day. It has almost no utility other than like peer-to-peer decentralized network, And all these other meme tokens have actual utility behind, you know, they're coming out with products. They're going to implement farming. They're going to allow you to stake your coins. They're going to provide a lot of liquidity, which is honestly what Dodge does. But they're going to, you know, these coins are going to do it through different utilities. So I think there's a pretty good space for meme tokens in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you like the video. There's going to be a lot more coming out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.